12, Chancellor's reports.
I thought we would just go in our normal order, starting with Berkeley City College, and then College of Alameda, Laney College, followed by Merritt College, and that would conclude our report at the end of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, President Napolia Bella-Reese, Dr. Jackson, members of the board, colleagues, and community members. In addition to the written board packet that you have received, I want to take this opportunity to highlight some efforts at the college. As you heard earlier, the Associated Students of Berkeley City College report from our president, Harry Mapudile. The college is they are fully engaged in the governance structure at the college, from the college roundtable to the integrated planning and budget committee and just beyond. I'm grateful for the leadership of President Harry Mapudile and the executive officers for their steadfast commitment to ensure that student voice is infused into all of these spaces. And I especially want to commend them for hosting the weekly student circles every Wednesday from 12:20 to 1:20, a space that's for students by students to hear from them, I believe is a great example of serving as a representative from their constituency group. I also want to take a moment to share that Professors Cora Layton and Chris Bernard are the faculty distance education coordinators, and they have certainly been busy this past year. Each week, a distance education update goes out to the community, highlighting resources available to faculty who want to hone their distance education tools, and sessions on how to engage students with their cameras off, to using the Ally accessibility tool, and even having the faculty resource Canvas shell. They are working diligently to support the teaching and learning of students across the college, and we are grateful for their work. Additionally, Professor Layton's own graduate work at San Francisco State University with a renowned expert in high-flex teaching and learning is contributing to some of the discussions on campus, and most recently to the high-flex task force that BCC is launching. This task force is committed to exploring and reviewing and demystifying high-flex, which she very candidly shared at Roundtable this week is the use of a combination of 2 or more modalities. And I want to thank VPI Cooney Hay and Professor Layton for coming to the College Roundtable this week, in which they received unanimous endorsement to launch this task force. So very much looking forward to just the evolution of teaching as we know it during these times. A couple more comments here. BCC has received recognition as a champion of higher education from the Campaign for College Opportunity for the number of associate degrees for transfer awarded. This is the 4th consecutive year that BCC has earned this recognition, and complementing this recognition is being awarded for the 2nd consecutive year as an equity champion of higher education for closing equity gaps and increasing the number of Latinx students who receive an associate degree for transfer. This accomplishment is really due to the work of classified professionals, of faculty, of counselors, administrators, and the students themselves, really being committed to student success and completion. Really proud of our college accomplishment. And as an example of that, the Peralta Transfer Day was a district-wide collaboration that we just had across the colleges with over 45 colleges and universities ranging from public, private, out of state. We had just under 400 students across the district participate in that. Happy that we had about 40% of those participants were BCC students. And I did have the chance to join several of the sessions. Really just wanted to thank the college personnel for coming. And I even had a chance to connect with my alma mater. And I kind of now have agreed to be on a panel, but nonetheless, it was great to see students in that space. And just lastly, this was shared in the classified professional report. In closing, I want to recognize the work of the Classified Senate. They have recently instituted an employee of the quarter, which is a peer nominated process. And as you heard, Hui Han is a colleague and senior admissions and records specialist. And I just want to congratulate her for serving as an example of exemplary service to the community and especially to students. And with that, that concludes our remarks. Thank you.
Good evening, President Reese, trustees, Chancellor Jackson, colleagues, and community members. I believe one of the hallmarks of a great organization is having wonderful and talented people. I would like to share the accomplishment of two such members of the College of Alameda. Our Dean of Career and Workforce Education and Customized Training, Eva Jennings, has been appointed to the City of Alameda's Mayor's Economic Development Advisory Panel. The purpose of the panel is to advise the mayor, city council members, and staff on key economic development issues and initiatives. The swearing-in ceremony was held on October the 19th. Dean Jennings has been a member of the College of Alameda community since 2016. She is also president-elect for the California Community College Association for Occupational Education. Congratulations, Dean Jennings. Next, Dr. Direm Ikiche co-authored a chapter of a new book entitled Discourse and Conflict, analyzing text and talk of conflict, hate, and peace building, recently published by Palgrave Macmillan in 2021. The chapter, Person-to-Person Peace Building Through Intercultural Communication, Discourse Analysis of an Online Intercultural Service Learning Project with Afghans, highlights peace building through intercultural communication. Congratulations, Professor Ikiche. I am also pleased to welcome a few new colleagues to the College of Alameda. We have Claudia Rulas, our Accesso adjunct advisor, who joins the College of Alameda with 9 years of experience working in higher education. Claudia is passionate about working with students and is a huge believer in student equity. She looks forward to working with our Accesso students. Next, we have Juan Lopez, our new undocumented student success coordinator. In this role, Juan will serve undocumented students and their families through mentorship, expansion of resources and services, as well as promoting growth and excellence of our undocumented students at College of Alameda and beyond. Join me in welcoming Claudia and Juan. On October the 21st, the College of Alameda Academic Senate voted to donate $1,000 to the Library Reserve Textbook Fund. This fund was established in spring of 2020 in honor of former automotive technology instructor and past academic Senate President Ed Cirillo, because of his steadfast support of College of Alameda. The donation honors Ed's memory while also helping students cope with the ever-rising costs of textbooks. Thank you, College of Alameda Academic Senate, for your generosity and compassion. On October the 22nd, College of Alameda held its Puente Family Night to celebrate families and friends of Puente students. This year, we had 35 Puente students, friends, and family members celebrate together virtually. This evening offered participation in a variety of engaging activities, including important transfer information and special appreciation for those who helped our students stay focused on their educational goals and to achieve them. Lastly, I would like to thank and recognize our veterans for all that you do and have done to keep us safe, to ensure our freedoms and quality of life. That ends my report. Thank you.
Good evening, Chancellor Jackson, President Napoli Abella-Reese, members of the governing board, valued community members, and most of all, our students. I too would like to begin my report tonight by thanking our veterans throughout our district for their service. And also just would like to say, and I'm going off the page a little bit, that I felt very proud to hear from our biotechnology students who spoke during public comment, and also really appreciate the service of Professor Bruce as well as Professor Blakey in bringing this great program along. I also will share tonight a bit of breaking news. On Monday, the Laney College community learned that at the Journalism Association of Community Colleges conference this weekend, 7 Laney student journalists and the entire newsroom of the Citizen all earned awards. Details will follow in my next report, but I hope you will join me in congratulating them and Professor Eleni Gastas for the continuing recognition and achievement that they earn. I would also like to update you on yet another expansion in our food distribution efforts. In addition to the 4-day per week meal distribution that takes place, the college has also increased its days of food pantry distribution to both Wednesday and Thursday. What this means now is that students twice a week can pick up boxes containing dairy products, poultry, meats, and canned goods along with produce. Thanks as always to Food Services Manager Neil Bermeko and his outstanding team for the great work that they continue to do to make a difference with our students in serving their needs. So the last couple of weeks has been great at Laney College, and I'm so pleased to share that it's been a time of on-campus events. On October 27th, the Lavender Project hosted its annual Laney Queers Fall Costume Tea Party for employees, students, and allies across the district. This group and all who attended were excited to reunite, since on-campus events have certainly been scarce. And I was pleased to be among those joining the festivities, although I'll have to say that the Laney Office of Instruction candy basket that I stole and brought to the party paled in great comparison due to the great pastries and other foods prepared at the Laney College Bistro. Best of all, it was great to see students from at least 3 of our 4 campuses, including student trustee Cooper, in attendance joining in person, with the event also offering a Zoom option. Thanks to all those within the Lavender Project who organized the event and made it a success. Also, from now through November 24th, the Laney College Steingart Art Gallery is open for its annual Dia de Muertos exhibit. One very special day will be Friday, November 19th from 12 to 3 p.m., when the college will host a party for the community to visit the gallery, enjoy some food, enjoy some music, and dance. Special thanks goes to Professor Robert Adams for facilitating the exhibit. The Day of the Dead is a celebration to remember and honor loved ones that have departed. This year, longtime Laney instructional assistant Augustine Rodriguez built a Dia de Muertos altar for some of our colleagues within Peralta that have passed away, including Renee Rivas, Loretta Hernandez, and Wanda Bishop. Finally, on my report, I'd like to share that from October 25th through the 28th, continuing our strong pursuit of guided pathways and all that it means to Laney College, our area of interest coordinators and co-coordinators, both faculty and classified professional colleagues, hosted jam sessions to meet with students, answer questions, and share insights about our classes, programs, and our 8 areas of interest, also called meta majors. This event received paid promotion on Facebook and Instagram, netting 27,879 impressions and more than 300 clicks to our website. Many thanks to all those who participated, especially our Guided Pathways co-coordinators, Susan Timrosavala and Eleni Gastas. And that concludes my report for this evening.
All right. And congratulations, that's a big deal, Rudy, with the citizen staff. That's good stuff. So good evening, Chancellor, President Napoli Abella-Reese, Board of Trustees, our colleagues and community members. This is Merritt's Board of Trustees report for this evening. So Saturday before last, Merritt College partnered with our own Oakland City Council member, Lauren Taylor, to sponsor the Trunk or Treat in the East event, which took place at Liberation Lot For those of you unfamiliar, East Oakland, corner 73rd and Foothill. So along with several other businesses and organizations, including the East Oakland Collective, the fire department was out there, Homies Empowerment, the Bay Area Classic Cars, because that was a big hit. We partnered with those folks and donated funds and candy to help underwrite some of the costs for this free community event. I was out there, I can tell you that there were hundreds of family members that showed up for the roller skating rink, the face painting, the food vendors, the music, the dancing, and of course, the classic car show. It was just really refreshing, because given all the negative news that we always hear about Oakland, it was just really refreshing to be out there, safe, family-oriented, fun event that was really, really diverse and brought a cross-section of folks out. So it was really edifying to participate in that. During the last week of October, our two vice presidents, Vice President of Instruction, Denise Richardson, and Vice President of Administrative Services, Garth Queeson, they attended two statewide conferences, CIO Conference, Chief Instructional Officers Conference for Dr. Richardson, and Garth Queeson was at ACBO, which is the Association for Chief Business Officers for the state. So they came back very pumped up, rejuvenated, with some very good ideas and pertinent perspectives on how we can address issues such as the budget crisis, the student housing planning projects that we have in place. And that would be a good time also to thank the district office for getting that crucial application in to the state to try to get some funding for us for student housing projects on campuses, giving our housing insecurity. That was really big, so appreciate that. And with regard to the Chief Instructional Officers Conference, Dr. Richardson came back with some ideas about how to address declining enrollment and improving student success through non-credit pathways, the CVC, the California Virtual Campus, as well as fully embracing AB 1460, which is the ethnic studies requirement, which has some very important implications for transfer alignment. So stay tuned for more news about that. And finally, Dr. Besikof talked a little bit about the meaning of Dia de los Muertos. We have that on our campus as well. Opportunity for faculty, students, administrators to come together. It was virtual again this year, but I don't think that dampened in any way the enthusiasm. It was just as powerful and poignant as ever. So we were very fortunate to be able to do that with our Merritt family. And I also want to point out a future event on Tuesday, November 23rd. Merritt College is going to be hosting a pre-Thanksgiving grab and go. So that's going to be hot meals for students, PPE. We're going to have music, program and registration information. So please come out and join us if you can. That is Tuesday, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Come up and share the love at Merritt College. And that's my report for this evening.
Thank you, President. President Napoleon Bella-Reese, I'd like to turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Just listening to all the things that are happening at the colleges, and then also listening to our student leaders, I have to tell you all that I am really excited to see you all in that conference room at some point soon, so we can see your enthusiasm, feel your enthusiasm in person, which we will do soon enough. Let's move on to the presentations. 4.1, PeopleSoft.